It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And they will not get... a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the set, 56. Mike's 56.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. To throw is Jackson.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is...
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Under 10.
Garoppolo now. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Here we go. 21.
Check nickel. Switch.
Six. Hey, come on.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. They'll try to run with Breida as they come up now second and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida taking it in as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he works free. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. And an alley to run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41.
You got it. You got time right there. That's it.
From the gun, Jackson flushed out right. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Just keeping the play alive. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Here we go. Time to end it. Watch that in. Tight end right. Tight
From the gun on third down, Jackson being chased out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Niners 14, Ravens nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Check 56.
Hey, tighten down, baby.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Jackson, buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And now Jackson will look to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. This will be fielded at the 17. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
We play to win. Let's go.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 39, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
Here we go. 21. Wait, 80! Someone West!
On first down, here's Breida. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. It's a gain of 34.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Jackson forced out to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup.
To throw again on second down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the move to his left.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Big stop, let's go.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 61 yards. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo gives to Breida. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20, and he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. Somebody in there. Hey, they're scared.
throwing on first down. It's Jackson being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. One last shot for Jackson. Flushed out right, and the pressure gets to him again.
We call that sack block.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.